right, go ahead,
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Thank you.
Okay, so we heard you got here just in time. Can you tell us the story and when you heard and how fast you got into this house to get up to that room?
Yeah, so we just got to the hotel. We just landed to get to the hotel. He's like, yeah, you guys probably have like 30, 40 minutes before you guys have to even like be ready. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna change. This is like my little hotel outfit. I'm like, I'm gonna change everything like that, or my little airport outfit. We get there and like he's like on the phone. He's like, no, you guys got 2 minutes. Yeah, we gotta go. I'm like, what? Why we rush? I'm like, oh, maybe before they get the pick in, they want to talk to me, say hi. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I want to talk to coaches too, like know them as people, everything like that. We're speeding now. I'm like, and he's like really emphasizing like we gotta get there quick. I'm like, what's happening? Like, we walk in, everybody's like, yo, go upstairs now. I'm running upstairs. She's like skipping steps and stuff. I'm like, bro, what's happening? I run upstairs. I'm like, hello. They're like, you want to meet your new teammate? I'm like, who is it? Fisk, huh? I'm like, what? Hey, Fisk. What's up, Jay? Fisk, that's you? Yeah. But what the? I'm like, what the heck? We just keep talking. I'm like, you can hear how much like it meant to him that moment, to be a part of it, like even just getting drafted. But like, me being with one of my close friends, somebody I've grown a relationship with, not just on the field as a football player, but as a person, where I feel comfortable. I just hang around Fisk. As somebody I go out to lunch with, we watch film together, we do this together, we do that together. So having him a part of here and having him, be out here with me and me being out here with him is just out of this world.
What's it about the way you guys played off of each other when you were teammates at Florida State?
So we actually talked about this not too long ago. Me and Fisk just kind of hit that point where we can we don't say games to each other anymore. We just kind of look at each other. Okay, you want to run this? I got you. You feel like this is comfortable? Let's do that. We kind of just hit that point. And we talk about it. We're like, well, imagine we go to the same team. That'd be so cool. And now have it. So it's kind of like what the full circle. So we just have that connection. Now we're bringing it into the NFL together. And now I feel it's gonna be bad for opposing offenses.
We spoke to you last night. Obviously, huge moment for you. Now you've slept on it. You've got on a flight and maybe processed a little bit, although this was a bit of a mad chaos. Right. But how are you feeling right now? What are you taking in? And to be the Rams' first round pick in this long, what does that mean to you?
It means the world. I think yesterday it was kind of so surreal to me, but now it feels it feels even more unreal. Like being here, being able to talk to the coaches, shake hands. Like you see the beach right there. I'm like, what? Like you don't see the beach in Phoenix. So it's this is just all so crazy to me. It's also wow, but I'm just grateful for every moment. It means so much too that they used that first pick, that first round pick that they had in such a long time on me, and now I gotta show the work. I gotta show it was worth it.
You talked yesterday about putting in the work at a smaller school before proving yourself at Florida State. This kind of has a similar road, or not similar, but on some ways transferred from a school to finish it at Florida State. What do you think it is about kind of guys like you that travel that road?
I think it's simple as this. We just want it more. A lot of people who go to big schools, they kind of, I don't want to say they're entitled because a lot of guys go to those schools and they're hungry for it. They want it bad. They want it. But some people, go there and they're complacent and they're happy with, being there. When you're at a smaller school, you want it more. You give up more hours. You give up more sleep. You don't go to parties. You don't do this. You don't drink. You don't do that. You don't do all the things that, a regular college student would be able to indulge in because you have goals bigger than that. And I think me and Fisk are, testaments to today that, if you work hard, you can get any dream you want. Whether you go to a small school, whether you go to a big school, you can get what you want. You just got to take the right path and take your journey.
You mentioned that you and Brady had only been teammates for a short amount of time. What was it that you bonded over so quickly?
So this is it was just the work. A lot of people bond over, oh, we're friends. Oh, you're from this city. I'm from this city too. And so it was the work. I've never in my life, and this is Fisk is the only person I can say this about. I've never in my life met somebody who works harder or just as hard as me until I met Fisk. This guy's in the training room. He's in there an hour before me. I'm in the weight room. He comes in 5 minutes later. And now I got to extend my workout because I can't let him be in there longer than me. He's on the field. I'm there. We're competing in everything we do. It's just been a competition every day. And we just bonded over how bad we want it. We watch film together probably an hour, 2 hours a day, every day. The whole season, before the season, after the season, we just watch film together. We just spent so much time together. So it just became bonding over the work.
It was such a unique draft yesterday, watching so many offensive players go first 14. A, what was that like for you? And B, what does it mean to you to be the defensive player taken in the draft?
For even talking about like all the offensive players going first, I wasn't too worried about it. You know, I could be in the first round, I could be in the seventh. It didn't matter. That wasn't going to change how I approached anything. It's going to be the exact same. It's always going to be an underdog mentality when it comes to me, and that's what it's going to continue to be. But, you know, being a defensive player, you know, picked out, you know, one of the first ones picked out, you know, after some amazing guys. I was in a great company with some of those guys that got drafted yesterday. So, you know, being picked out, I was like, yeah, this feels pretty good. Like, it took a second for it to hit me. Like, I'm like about 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh, did that just happen?
You talked yesterday about the Zoom conversation you and the defensive line had with Aaron when you were in school. When you think back now to going to the team that he played for so long, has it kind of hit you a little bit that those shoes you're going to fill?
Like I said before, I don't think I'll be able to, you know, he's got very big shoes. You know, that was a game changer. Like, there's not a lot of players out there who are game changers. That is a game changer. That is somebody you have to game plan for or you will lose. And those are big shoes to fill. I have my own set of shoes, though. I have my own things I have to do. I'm a whole different player than he is. And, you know, I want to have the impact that he has on the game. But day by day, I'm working just to become the best me.
When was that conversation?
COVID, I want to say early 2020. Yeah, it was COVID because I was still in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Jared, we've seen the physicality on tape. I think the clip that's going around right now is the Florida game. But the coaches here and some of the scouts have been talking about your versatility as well. Can you take us through that element of your game a little bit?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I could truly play any way you need me to. You know, if you need me to drop back, I can do that. You know, obviously, I feel like I want to rush, but, you know, if you need me on drop back, I can do that. You need me to rush off the center, he can get it. If you need me on the tackle, I got him too. If you need me at the 3-tech, whatever you need me to chip this guy's hip, you need me to do this, you need me to cover the back, you need me to spot whatever you need me to do, I can do it. Just because I've played so many different positions. And I played wide receiver, I've done running back, I've done linebacker. I even played offensive tackle at one point in my career. Like, I've played everything, so I'm not too worried about whatever needs to be done will be done.
For that versatility, is there anybody you looked up to that you modeled your game after in particular, or did you just take a lot of things from a lot of people?
I think it was a lot of Jadavon Clowney. I watched, you know, how physical he was, how he didn't play. You know, watching his South Carolina tape, and, you know his NFL career too. But Myles Garrett, somebody I watched a lot of. He's somebody I definitely look at. And then just talking from the pass rush point of view, Max Crosby is probably one of the number one dude I watch the most. You know, I just watching him, I'm like, bro, like what? Like, how does he do some of the things he does?
Maybe it's along the lines of the answer you just gave about some of the guys you looked up to, but the speed to power component of your skill set or your game, who did you learn that from, or what did you learn that from?
So I truly didn't watch anybody to learn speed to power. My coaches kind of like implemented it to me just because they kind of saw how strong I was, and it was just kind of like, I feel like as any pass rusher, it's kind of a natural move you just do, because if someone beats you to the point, you're just like, oh, I have to go through them. And then I just kind of realized it was pretty easy to go through people. So I was like, let me just keep doing this.
Jared, your whole life you've been a student athlete as it relates to football. In this transition, what are you most excited to develop as just a professional?
I wanted to get the professional mindset. You know, this is a job now, this is a business now, and I have to handle it as such. You know, being a student athlete is fun because, you know, you go on campus, everyone's losing their minds and all that stuff. But now, you know, the impact I have is much bigger than that. It's much bigger than the extent of, you know, my school, my Tallahassee, Florida, anything like that. Now it's, you know, it's a big thing. Anywhere I go, people will recognize me because I'm, you know, associated with the Rams, so I have to handle myself as such.
Jared, who's with you today, and can you tell us about them?
Yeah, my dad, my mom, both here. My dad, he was in the Marines for a while. You know, he was super excited yesterday, but now he does engineering. My mom, she does marketing for a bunch of different, you know, companies and stuff like that. But she's here today, and they're super excited. My mom keeps like tearing up. I'm like, Mom, calm down. like, Mom, it was yesterday. Let's sit in.
I know you had a couple more games. I know they were obviously with you when you were celebrating yesterday among, you know, many other people. But what does it mean to you to have them here as part of this experience as you're going through it?
Because, I mean, it means the world to me. Just because, like, they were there for the whole process of COVID. You know, they were there for every rep I did, every set I did, every this, every that. My mom fed me like crazy to make me gain all that weight. My dad got the bench and the weight and all that stuff. So without them, you know, they didn't give me those opportunities to be the best version of myself who I can be and who's standing in front of you today, that none of this would have been possible.
Guys, we're going to get a couple of pictures with the jersey. That I want Mom and Dad to get some pictures as well, if we can. Let's get stand up right there. Get this chair.